Hello! Welcome, we're the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Joe.
And we're back with another episode of Death Note.
Oh, yeah.
Gentlemen, what happened in the last episode? Joe, why don't you start us off?
Oh, yes, sir. Okay. Well, I'm trying. So they got rid of the cameras.
Fantastic. Sorry.
Trying to do a recap here.
It's part of the campaign.
Yeah. Light pulls it off again. They got rid of the cameras because they didn't see anything suspicious, but, you know, L's still like,
5% chance.
it's still going to fall on, you know, because I can't. But, and I had the Toho college entrance exams.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they're just taking the exam, and then the proctor's like, hey, you, put your feet on the fucking ground. And we're all,
Hey,
and
watch
then
the magic.
all of us were like, okay.
Wasn't he not wearing shoes at the
No,
time either?
He was.
He was? Okay.
Don't
He-
stand
but
up.
they were like slid on, like the back heel was completely destroyed,
Oh,
so he just
God.
slides them
and he
on.
can afford whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Al was just looking at him while they're taking the exams, and at the graduation and shit, both of them finished at the top of their class.
They both,
And
got
they both
point
gave a
for
speech,
scores.
and then L's like, "Yes, good job, everybody."
As we
By the way,
embark
this
on
guy's Kira.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so fucking,
What does L do at the place?
After that,
at the, what?
What does he do?
afterwards,
What does he do at the ceremony?
Oh, yeah. No, he, is the
Half
bombshell.
of the main episode.
So, because he was sitting next to Light, I think after they gave their speech, and he was all like, yeah, what's up, Light? And Light's all like, yeah, what's up? And then he's all like, hey, by the way, I'm L. And to try and get some kind of, because he knew that if he told someone who he may have suspected to be Kira that he was L, they would incite some reaction, and Light almost showed a little bit of irritation.
he was like, "What?
Yeah,
no,
but
I need to play cool."
held
here."
himself back.
What?
And
No.
Light kind of had a mental breakdown when he went back to his room, which I thoroughly enjoyed
He
seeing.
was angry.
He was angry.
Played me like a damn fiddle.
He was angry. And then he started doing his little laugh at the end. Because he's like, things just get so much more interesting type of thing. Yeah, and that played
It's
as
almost
well.
like the Halo theme, but more eerie.
Yeah, kind of. But Al is also now currently going by the name of Hideki Ryuga.
Hideki Ryu.
Which was important
Because he's a
because
popular singer.
that was the name of it.
So if he
very
fucks
popular
up, he kills.
Yeah, and he doesn't know if that's
the
even
main
L.
guy from Big Time Rush.
Even if that, like, even if that is L, like, even if that is L, he's like,
Then
or,
all
or
the
not,
suspicion
or
would be
not
turned to
L.
him.
That could be like a double for L, and he would have just, oh,
And if that guy dies, then L would know.
if he dies, he dies.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't think L needs to be alive for him to get Light.
That's what he talked about.
But he doesn't like losing.
That's
He doesn't
what-
like
that's what-
losing, but he
that's
might
what-
not see it as a loss.
That's
I
what
don't know.
Light said. He said, like, even if he does kill L, whether by his hands or not, they're gonna know that it's him.
Which
They're
is
gonna
which
know
is
that
exactly
Light
why.
is Kira, which is why
which
he's
is-
like, they're gonna be all best buddies now. They're gonna go on play dates.
And Light,
They're gonna study together. They're gonna go to college together. It's gonna be great.
and Light is a sore loser, so he'd never take that option.
Yeah.
They are.
It's like, I've killed L, but at what cost?
Party time, bitches! All right, I think it's time to get this episode started. Let's see if they have just a rounding ping pong match together.
It's
at the local...
chess.
Chess?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Ping pong.
Ping pong now. They just start taking the pieces.
Let's split the middle. Let's say tennis. All right.
Chinese tennis?
3, 2, 1, game on.
I'm sorry for like wheezing while you guys are doing your introduction, but while you were talking, I remembered what episode this was, and it made me laugh. And you'll
funny.
see why later.
Sure.
I'm going to use this opportunity to plug our Twitter.
Woo!
So, it's really important that you follow us on Twitter
It
because
actually is.
it's very important because when we reach 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of hitting very soon,
A little bit.
we're going to start a poll.
Please.
And that poll is going to determine what we watch next. We asked people in one of our videos what shows you want us to watch, and we've seen all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to put them in a poll, and we're going to let you vote to see what we react to next. The only way you can do that, though, is if you follow us on Twitter. So it's very, very important that you do that. I'm going to leave a link to our account in the description, and I'm going to pin the top comment. So if you want to determine what we watch, leave a comment and follow us on Twitter.
All right.
Back to the show.
Doubt.
X.
Doubt.
X, yeah. Light is Kira, X down.
Down. Unless.
Motherfucker!
You guys see why I was laughing?
And they're playing tennis.
Dude, Rhett, okay, freaking Sir Nine-Eye over here needs to chill the fuck out. How do you
It's a
keep getting...
combination of chess and pinball.
Can we make sure this is episode 10?
No, this is.
No, this is 10.
It is. I
Because
know
episode
this.
11 is...
He was a British junior champ.
Yes, this is the episode that comes immediately after Elle revealing himself to Light. I know it is.
Well, since it's our first match, why don't we just play a single set? First 1 to 6? That's fine by me.
Interesting.
Oh, this man's just wearing jeans all the time.
See, it's his only outfit. He has a uniform and he sticks fucking to it.
He's too good to be a tennis.
Oh my god, this is more than I've ever wanted.
A tennis anime in a
God
15
damn.
love. Oh, Ryuga, you sure don't mess around. He who strikes first wins.
Damn.
I mean,
Do you realize? I don't think he understands how
What
stressful
about
this
this
is.
L character? Can he be trusted?
yeah.
In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are.
That's
Yeah,
not a
did you
debate.
see his tennis serve? Holy shit, he's capable.
That's a fact.
Damn.
Oh,
everyone's
they got a
watching.
crowd now. Let's
Jesus.
go.
It's true that Kira hates losing. It's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature.
What is going on?
Is he going to think that I'm Kira if I go for the win? I suppose I could just lose on purpose. But if I do, it could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to
God
want to
damn it.
win.
Fuck tennis. Forget chess.
This is the greatest fucking game of tennis I've ever seen, and I've played Super Mario Tennis.
I have to assume he has some other goal in mind. I can see the wheels turning, Light Yagami. I'm already in your head. There's no way this tennis match will take a punch. This is a token
This is what tennis is meant to be.
Is this what goes through the mind of tennis players when they're playing?
No, they're just yelling the entire time. These guys are actually thinking.
I want to see these guys in Haikyuu.
Oh my god.
You know that bit in Shrek 2 when they're walking up to meet each other?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Let's get back in the house and pretend we're not home.
We'll have to go to Task Force headquarters. In all things, one cannot win with defense alone. To win, you must attack.
whoa. He had that many tennis balls?
Run by Light Yagami.
I wonder if that's indicative of how this series is going to end.
6 games? They play a lot of games. Holy shit.
That was the greatest tennis match I've ever seen in my life.
That
Sure, I've
was
never watched a single game of tennis in my
fucking
life,
awesome.
but
That was hilarious, too. Oh my god, I love that.
I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira.
just keeping them coming!
Say something, then please go ahead.
Dude, that was just fucking minutes.
Dude.
They may have left the rackets, but the game's still on.
This is intense.
Mind submitting yourself to a test of your deductive reasoning skills? Sure, why not? Photographs of 3 notes written by prison inmates while under Kira's control just prior to their deaths. None of this information has been made public.
He's
You can
barefoot.
take as long as you want to look them over. Please let me know what you
Yeah, he
think.
took a shit.
Rearranging it like this gives you. L, do you know? Gods of death love apples. But there are obvious print numbers on the back of all these photographs. Arranged in that order, we get. L, do you know? Love apples, gods of death. That doesn't sound right. And based on that, it's hard to believe that Kira would have wanted you to read it this way.
That's incorrect. The thing is, there were actually 4 photographs.
Huh?
When we add this one, it reads, L, do you know? Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
It's a fake. I never made any criminal write the letter in this 4th picture. Is he stupid?
But
But seeing as I only had 3 photographs to work with, my deduction was perfect.
No, it wasn't. The truth is, there were 4 of them. If you'd figured that out, it would have been perfect. Even though you knew the message was incomplete, you decided that there were
I
only
think this
3
man's
notes.
big toe is
Never
massive.
even considered that there might be a 4th. What do you make of that?
Damn him. This wasn't just about gauging my deductive reasoning skills. He wanted to see what my reaction would be. If I keep falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his hands.
What? What are you doing?
That was mine. Yes?
Yellow.
Miyazaki, I have some bad news.
Light, your father is...
Light, it's your... My father. He had a heart attack.
What? What? He just a normal heart attack? Oh shit!
To be honest, I thought it was Kira when I first collapsed.
I would too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he got me. Good game.
GG, boys.
This is what GG in the chat.
If I get rid of him and the rest of the investigative team, no, let's face it, it wouldn't be that simple. There's no need to rush. I have time to sit back and watch. But for now, I'm the late Yagami who's worried for his father.
It was evil.
Excuse me. Visiting
He
hours
just
were open
used
10
Elle's
minutes ago.
first real name.
Well, no, he used the alias.
Alias.
Oh
still
yeah,
reuse that.
that's right.
Ryuga
He
and
used-
Ryuga.
We've never heard Elle's real
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
What would it take to get you to believe that I'm not Kira? Please, isn't there something?
You dying, and then
If you
Kira.
aren't Kira, it won't be necessary. Let things run their course and the truth will be revealed.
In fact, the thought never even crossed my mind. I'm happier than I've ever been, all thanks to this power. I'm going to create a perfect world. Honestly, I could care less whether you feel cursed or happy to have a notebook. I leave that sentimental crap to you humans.
Yeah.
Damn right, Ryuk.
Normally, humans who come into contact with a Shinigami have nothing but misfortune.
Feels like the ending to a Transformers.
But I have
Repeating that pattern.
Any one of you Shinigami Death Note holders, Earth is a place of refuge.
Don't tell me this is your What is it?
Oh?
So who is this from?
Oh?
What?
Now this is more like it. This is what I call a story. It's almost too good to
What does
be
that say?
true. A message to the world from Kira. If you do not broadcast these tapes, I will kill your company's board of directors one by one.
Do it, no balls.
Who wouldn't air these? If this is for real, our ratings are gonna go through the roof. Holy crap! I'm so excited I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
Very poor choice of words.
I feel like
Guys, I'm just gonna say this. This might be a week that we do a double episode. Because I'm telling you,
is it the next episode?
if you watch the next episode, you're not gonna fucking regret it. The next episode is where it pops off.
Oh God! Why do you have to say that?
It's been
Because I want
popping
you-
off
'cause I
since
want
the
you to
tennis
watch it.
match.
Dude, I've been waiting for you.
Let's discuss episode
Holy
10, and then we might discuss
Fuck!
episode 11 later
Because
today.
I've been wanting you guys to watch episode 11 since you started the show.
Literally call this salt.
Elle is a tennis pro.
They're
Or at
all.
least-
They're both tennis pros.
I say pro
They're
in
literally
quotation.
the same. It's just flip a
They're
coin.
geniuses.
You want to call
They're
Kira or
athletic.
Elle?
They're geniuses, and they're both athletic.
That was
Yeah.
such an entertaining scene. Watching them fucking...
Thinking the exact same thing, completing each other's sentences, going back and forth, and
Like, the
it
best part is
blended.
they're thinking... They're not focusing on the match. They're doing this, like, incredible
Subconsciously.
game.
Like they're subconsciously thinking about.
Like,
this
imagine
shit.
if, like, NBA players were, like, playing the best game they've played in their life, and they were just like... Yeah, they grilled cheese for lunch after this. Like,
Hell yeah,
They were
bro.
just off in a completely different zone, and like they're just like sinking threes from the half court. Like,
Oh my God!
Crazy.
Yeah, like, what was I gonna say? Oh, when you called tennis last time, and you said, oh, I think they're gonna have a tennis match, I like was sitting over here fucking cracking
Well, no,
up.
because I said chess, and then he said ping pong,
Ping
and then he
pong.
said let's meet in the middle and call it tennis.
Well, you said that at the beginning of this episode.
'Cause-
Last episode, Rhett also mentioned tennis.
You did?
Yeah,
I mentioned it because there's a tennis
tennis
court out
court
there.
right out there, and it made me fucking laugh because I was like, oh shit, man.
Oh yeah, the tennis court.
Because you did the same thing with like, oh, I bet you the director of the MPA is his dad. Like, you did the same fucking thing. I'm like, I'm starting to think...
That was an actual guess, though.
That was an
This
actual
was
guess.
just a
This was
fucking
a
These
joke.
are all accidents. These didn't.
There are no
You've got
accidents.
the power of freaking Stern Eye over here,
Jeez.
guessing all the shit that's
You're
about to
pain
happen
in
in
the-
the
it's a
show.
pain.
This doesn't count. This was supposed to be humorous.
And
It doesn't
so
matter.
was the Game of Thrones. We all know how that turned out.
Fuck you. That wasn't humorous. That
Bram
was
the
depressing.
Broken.
Shut the fuck up!
He's gonna play tennis.
He's gonna, no, he's not. He can't.
It's just gonna be him in a wheelchair going back and forth.
Light beat L. I wonder if this is supposed to be indicative of what's going to occur.
Like a
A
foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
a Mr. Night-Eye moment.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, maybe. I mean, because but the thing is, L was also playing the game like, does he want to win? Does he actually want to go for the win, or will he not? No, I mean, who knows?
I have to assume that he wants to go for the win. But what if he doesn't?
But I mean, those numbers are going up, baby. One.
He's
three,
almost
One,
at
3, 5. He's at 7%. That's too high than it was last time.
1 more percent, and he's at where Midoriya can comfortably control.
And then we also we had the little interaction between Al and Light at the bar, or not the bar, the cafe, whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Tried to figure out his deductive skills.
Yep, and if L sits normally, he loses 40% of his deductive reasoning.
Hold on.
Allegedly.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Do you
Please-
feel smarter?
Please don't break my futon.
I can't tell yet. We'll find out.
How many numbers am I holding up underneath my notebook?
How many
3?
numbers?
He's a genius.
Actually 3.
It was actually 3.
Let's go! Okay.
40% increase. Or 60% increase.
My brain has so many wrinkles.
Yeah. It's like joining floor gang 50%.
Does their brain look like steel wool?
Alright, sit normally, or you're gonna sit, or you're gonna guess the ending.
Okay. And then we also had. It is confirmed. It got confirmed to Light. L is L. The guy is L, and he
Yeah.
knows both of his aliases now.
He's got the face.
And he's got the
He
face.
needs a name.
He just needs a name, and
Which
he knows.
which
that,
means that if he were to crack and take the Shinigami eyes, that's game.
yeah, but everyone will know that he's Kira, or at least his dad will, and the 5 guys on the police force.
They would
will.
have significant
evidence.
I feel like Al has gotten all these things where it's like, okay, fucking Watari. If I die, it's fucking Light.
Wait, I'm just like, riddle me this, Batman. So, what if you got a name change? What if I became Trash Boat? Okay.
Trash Boat.
Just saying. This is good regular show reference. If I legally became Trash Boat, if you wrote Trash Boat in the Death Note, or like, what if you wrote my old name? Would that like no longer work?
I
or
think we
did
were
it
talking
not
about
care?
this. We brought this concept up when we were talking about maiden names, like for women who get married and
Yeah,
change their
like-
last names. I wonder if it's like
I think it's
what people know you by, or maybe it's what legally it is.
I think it's what your legal name is.
Or well, because think of it. Well, don't think of it like that. Think of it more like what, because it's like a Death Note. It's like how would gods see your name? I think because what your name is how others and yourself
Perceive
see you. Like that's how they identify you on an individual level. So I wonder if it's like
It
if the
could be like
greater
if some, like-
populace.
What if what if the greater populace recognizes you through like a nickname? Like, isn't actually your nickname would if you wrote their, like it wasn't actually your
Well,
name.
like my
So if you,
name's
like, wrote their
William, but I go by
nickname-
Billy.
So
like
if you're-
Beyonce. Like would that kill Beyonce?
Yeah. Or like if you forever called me Greg and him Jeb, or him
You already-
Shent and
Sheen.
Sheen, and then everyone else started calling us those things. If she got the Death Note and wrote down those names, would we die or would we not die?
I love how you're implying that the first thing I do if I get a death note was kill my friends.
Well,
I
who else
mean-
you gonna kill? Strangers?
I mean, we take
gotta
up
see if it
futon
works.
space.
Also, Joe, I didn't know you made Minecraft.
Wait, what?
Jeb.
But so yeah, I think that's a very interesting question because I doubt. I mean, it would
Probably
make
gonna
sense if
get
it's just
cleared
like whatever your legal name is, but I feel like that's a little too restrictive or too human.
It might be
almost,
just whatever
for the
you're
Death
born with.
Note.
It might just be what you're born with.
What you're born with.
Yeah. Because like with the
So then,
think
what
of it
about
like
those
the
people
Shinigami eyes.
that are born like orphans with no names?
They would just be their first name then.
They don't have one
You can't do a first name.
I thought you're.
It has to
I
be a
thought.
full
because
name.
there can be 1,000
people-
mics.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
some
I
orphanages
mean,
like
that's-
give you a last name though?
No, but like, what if it's like a street baby? Like,
You still have to, like, you have to have the face so that people of the same name aren't affected, but that's like so that if somebody who's named John Smith, who also has like a million other John Smiths, also isn't affected. But
What about bastards?
It has to be the full name.
What about bastards? How would
Shit,
they?
dog, I don't know.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Like, if that's a person with no name, or like, again, what if it's like a Beyonce, a Pitbull? Like,
Yeah,
if
wait.
they
If
are,
L got his name, like it just had his legal name.
You're telling me
changed to
Pitbull
nothing.
isn't his name?
What was Obama's last name? No, wait. So like, if Al changed his legal name to literally have it be nothing, if you wrote down his nothing of a name into the death note, would he die? Like, if you just have his face and his name is literally nothing, would he die or would he not die?
I don't think that you can legally not have a name.
I think you can.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure that you
I
can't
think-
just say that you can't do like the Among Us glitch where you make your name a space bar and then you have no name in the freaking
Or like, what if you were
Like-
born but never had a birth certificate
They like
and
This-
you never got a name?
that's what I'm saying. Like, what
Like,
if you were
would
like
you like if
born
you
in a
got
crack
someone's
den
face?
and you grew up on the streets
Like,
and everybody just called you Slim? And
I have no name.
well I don't,
Only Slim Shady.
it's a scene from Lord of the Rings where what's her
think that
name
might
takes
be-
out the Witch King.
Oh,
And so
I
it's like,
am no man.
I am no name.
I think that's something that's gonna get cleared up further in the show because I feel like that's kind of like an important thing.
The horse's name was Friday.
Yeah,
Um,
I
we
think that's
got,
something that's gonna get important. That's gonna get brought up. And Al also knows that his dad was the head of the task force, and he also.
Well, he already knew that.
Oh yeah, but Al wants him, but also doesn't want him on the task force.
Well, it's like the keep your enemies close, keep your friends close, keep your enemies close, or whether this guy's a friend or an enemy.
He's obviously a friend, but what if he's an
Keeping
enemy?
him close just allows me. It either A, we get this galaxy brain on our team, or
Two
B,
galaxy brains.
I get to keep Kira under my thumb, and I get to always see what I get to have a much easier time, surveying.
And
the-
if Kira is constantly just avoiding our operations, then we're like, that just bumped up to 15%.
Like
there,
as soon
Kira.
as you
15%,
join-
he's in prison.
Also, it also kind of brought up the thing. He was like, "Oh, just put me in like a jail cell thing, and just keep constant watching me." And I thought to myself, "Well, no, because if you do that and you don't have your death note, and suddenly, like you're in there for 30 days, and suddenly there's just no killings that happen
I
for 30 days."
figured he's
Wouldn't
written
that-
out shit, and he would already have like Bobby Ferguson,
Garrett Bobby Ferguson.
Smith in Weston,
I don't
Win, Chester, and because you remember he can have the scenarios written
Yeah.
out before the name even before he writes the name.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I just felt like that. I don't even know if they would have even given him time for it. They might have just said, "All right, it's happening now. Like, come with us." Like, not given any opportunity to take any pages or write any deaths that would happen later on.
And well, I think the biggest takeaway from that scene was how Elle was like, that was kind of quick of you to
He does.
bring that kind of situation up. That
Like,
would be the
you would-
perfect way to prove your innocence. But would a normal person jump to that conclusion
His whole
right
thing.
away?
His whole thing was like, who would a normal person go to such an extreme
Yeah, that's what I was
to
saying.
prove that they're not Kira?
Yep.
Kira would.
Mhm.
I think else likes Kira. But what if he's
8%.
8%.
like, hypothetically speaking?
So Light's
If you're
dad
Kira.
had an actual heart attack.
let's say hypothetically
Light is
that
Kira.
Let's say, hypothetically, you're Kira. Well, if you're Kira, then
I'm Elle.
checkmate. So Elle made a fake fourth note to
Yeah.
fuck with Light.
Yeah, I can say this one's fake. I mean, it's like, how would you know that?
Mm-hmm. And I wrote Mr.
I wrote it too.
Demigawa?
Mr. Demigawa.
Demigawa.
Demigawa or Denigawa? I have Dena. Is it N or M?
Demigawa.
Demi
Yeah.
Lovato.
Demigawa.
Yeah.
Demigada.
It's pronounced Demigawa. The way it's spelled doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
So
right.
did Kira just?
Yeah, Kira demanded that person's. I wonder how he did that. Cause like, what if they got like a writing analyst of like, and then they just saw how.
Did he just
Light...
go up to someone and be like, "Hey"?
I'm sure
give this to
Light
your
changes
boss?
how he writes.
Yeah, he's probably got like 8 different fonts just
Yeah.
known. He's like, oh, I want Sarah.
Arial
Sans.
Times New Roman.
He writes in Comic Sans, the Japanese
Comic
equivalent.
Sans. Christ.
Would that be?
Don't bring up that name.
No.
Because there's multiple ways Japanese, like there's different ways Japanese people.
There's like three or four
there's
different
like
ways.
different
Three.
alphabets. Like there's kanji,
Kanji.
and a couple different ones.
Is kanji the Comic Sans for Japanese?
I'm not sure.
That's sad.
Kanji's the only one I know.
Yeah, because that's like
know
the
much
the
about
most like
common, I think.
American
Yeah.
friendly or English friendly one. If
I'm not sure. All I know is that I've tried to learn to write in kanji. It's fucking awful.
'cause that one is about like pronouncing things. I'm pretty sure. Like,
It is. Each letter has a pronunciation, and then you put the pronunciations together to form the words.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be the easiest for someone who
Damn,
speaks English.
y'all are actually weebs? I thought we were just joking.
And that's gonna be it for this episode of Death Note. Remember, please follow us on Twitter because we're also we got the anime poll that's gonna be coming up as soon as we hit 1,000. But we're gonna start streaming once we hit 1,000, and I'm gonna put we have a poll up. I'm gonna put it up again once we have a little bit more people following us to decide which generation of Pokemon that we're going to stream a Nuzlocke for.
Yeah, and
Diamond.
also for what horror game we're going to be playing. We also need to do that.
We have a bunch of polls coming up. I also post a versus every single day because it's something that I have a lot of fun thinking of.
It's something we talk
So
about.
Us two constantly have to deal with this.
Who
Almost
would win?
enjoy eating
Okay,
my
let's clear
sandwich
this up
and be
right
like,
now.
who would win?
No, we need to clear this up right now.
The ShamWow guy or
No.
Billy Mays?
No, watermelon or pumpkin.
That's the discussion. Answer that in the pumpkin.
We're bringing
Answer
that
that in the
that's-
comments.
That's going to be something that we're going to bring up on Twitter. We're going to eventually have watermelon versus pumpkin. We're going to clear this shit up right now.
What's
Comments.
the battle?
Watermelon.
It's watermelon
in
versus
general.
pumpkin.
Generals. Composite both.
Battle
Easy
of the Ages.
watermelon.
Thank you for
I don't
watching.
even remember which one I said. Thank you.
Completed.
I don't even. Wait.